Yo, 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 Hello. Who are you watching me? Says there's one view. Can't find how to link this piece of shit. All right. So basically, this is the client. You got your friends list. I should probably go over this first. The first thing you do is you choose your role, your primary role and secondary role. Basically, primary is what you get as your first priority, and secondary is your second priority. So there's 5 roles. There's top, jungle, middle, bottom, and support. I'll explain a little bit more about that later when we get to the map. But my main role is bottom, which is also known as AD carry or attack damage carry. Um, Attack damage carry or AD carry is basically a marksman. It's going to be a ranged guy who's very like a glass cannon, which means like he has no defenses. His job is basically to stay as far as far from the fight as he can, while still being in the presence of the fight to attack and deal damage at a ranged base. Generally, AD carries output the most damage on the team in total. Maybe not instantly bursting damage, but just by staying alive, if you're a good AD carry, you'll put the most damage out on the team. So just to go over the client a bit, um, give your profile. There's just mastery scores and stuff, which is how much I've played each champion and stuff. As you can see, I've played way too much. This is all bullshit, basically. So what you want to see is your ranking. Right now, I'm silver 1, which is pretty pitiful. I've been gold 1 before, which is a whole tier above. But it they just added iron tier. There's bronze, then goes silver, gold, platinum, diamond, uh, then something else. Those are the super high tiers. So, like we just saw, the matchmaking went through. It found a match, and I accept it. Somebody didn't accept the queue, so um, it puts us back in the queue. There it goes again. Okay, so I just missed that because I was texting. Basically, there is where you see this guy hovered over a champion that declares the champion that he wants to play. Oh man, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lag too much to be able to stream. I can already feel the lag in this shit. Okay, I'll try it anyway. Um, oh shit. Okay. No, okay, so basically in this phase, you're banning. So first you declare your champions, who you want to play. Afterwards, so that's basically coordinating what type of synergy your team will have, um, picking around each other. It also is so that the next phase, which is the ban phase, which each person gets a ban one champion that can't be played. It's also to say, hey, don't ban my champs. This is who I'm going to play. Make sure everybody's off. Maybe I can lower the bandwidth on this stream. we'll see how it goes. Um, so yeah, so you see the roles listed out like I saw when you initially chose them. You got this guy's support, top, bottom, jungle, mid. Um, it's my turn to pick. And here, right here, the different roles: top, jungle, middle, bottom, support. I'm in bottom slash AD carry, and I have been playing. What have I been playing? Ash. Let's see if Ash is a good choice for this game. It does look like a decent choice for this game, so I'm going to pick Ash. Lock in. Damn, I'm experiencing like lag already, so I'm not sure if this is going to work out unless I can lower the. Yeah, if it doesn't work out, I'll figure out how to get the stream going better, and then I will start off from where I went. Getting back to it, so you see just the basics of the game. So it has four moves. On your keyboard, it's Q, W, E, and R. Q, W, E are your basic moves, and then R is the your ultimate move that you get at level 6. And you choose how to skill your champion. Generally, there's a meta way, meta meaning just a stereotypical way that everybody not a dumbass. So that's how people skill tree their champion. There might be some variation, but there's almost nothing. Like if there's anybody like, unless you're fucking having somebody build you one by one, like you're gonna you're gonna build your champion the way the pros do. So getting kind of lost. Um, so yeah, so let me just run down what our team looks like. So this is our top laner. This is their top laner. Top laners are generally tanks, which means they tank a lot of damage and they have a lot of HP and armor. In this case, it's not always true. People go off meta, and in this case, both of the top laners do not have. They're not tanky. They're damage dealers. Um, Here's our junglers. Junglers, they farm the jungle. I'll show you on the mini map when we get into the game. And they also have to have kill potential, the ability to close gaps and jump onto people and like surprise you out of nowhere with stealth, something along those lines, so that they can kill your lane and get the lane ahead or get the gold for themselves. Mid laners are generally mages or fighters. These two are mages and they do magic damage. These are the AD carries, which I already went over. And then there's the support role, and the support role is the role that goes to the bottom lane, and they stay with the AD carry. And when they stay with the AD carry, their job is to they have gold. They don't farm gold. Like I'll show you last hitting in just a little bit. They don't farm gold. They get items that give them gold off the bat, um, slowly and slower than everybody else. Their job is basically to keep me alive, the AD carry alive, and support the rest of the team by stunning, knocking up, giving shield, healing, and yeah. Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah, I'm not lagging, so this is gonna work out. I'm a little bit of lag, but I'll deal with it for this game. So this is the map. Like you saw, what I first did was I went into the menu and I bought my starting items. For AD carries, the starting items are pretty general. Most people have the same starting items for their role. and then I'm running into the map. Right now you can see we're in the jungle. The camps will spawn here, 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 and this guy right here will spend his time farming the jungle while coming to the lanes. You see the lanes. The lanes are right here, here, and here. Um, Bottom, middle, and top. And as you see, there's a tower that protects each lane. And part of the objective of the game is to kill the tower. I'm going kind of too fast, so I'm just going to take a step back and just walk you through what I'm actually doing. So right now, um, the jungle minions spawn at minute 30. And what we're going to do is me and my lane partner, since he's choosing to start on the bottom side of the map, is we're going to give him a leash. And what a leash is basically we help him kill the first monster before we go to our wave so that he can get a little bit of head start. And we'll still make it back in time to kill the first wave um, of our lane. And so, basic mechanic of the game, what you want to do is you kind of see how I'm moving back and forth. I'm rapidly clicking on the spot where my champion is so that I have maneuverability over him. And while we attempt to kill each other, which obviously isn't the main objective right off the bat, because you'll just run into the other person's minions and help you. Okay, so he got an early hook. It wasn't on me though. It was on. Okay, so they got a good amount of damage. What you see, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get the very last blow. So you said plus 14 on the minion, and then it gives me gold, and I use that gold to buy items and get stronger. Let's miss that one. Generally, unless you're attacking the other person, if you're half decent, you are gonna nail every one of these. So you see, obviously, this guy. So this guy on my team, he has a move where he dashes forward, and if he hits you in the line of that dash, you have to attack him. It's called a taunt, and that's useful because I mean you could say, hey, well he's still attacking you, yeah, but the whole purpose is to kill me. I'm the damage dealer, so it takes the attention off of me for some time and gives us time to put damage on their damage dealer, which is her right there. I don't know what he's doing right here. He almost died. And you just saw what we call summoner spells. So along with QWER, you have two summoner spells that are on about a 5-minute cooldown. So, oh shit, I'm about to roll in right here. Oh my god, I'm about to die. Oh my god, you're gonna kill me. Fuck. Okay. So and it's basically it's an instant dash, like it's instant blink. So it's your most important skill, basically. Like maybe not completely, but it's your most valuable skill because it should, in most cases, save you from death as long as it's up, unless you get really gangbanged and then you save it because it's not going to save you from that. So let me go over my character a little bit. So hold on, let me put it this way. This guy, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. So I have my W is this shot of arrows right there where I shoot out arrows in the line that you just saw, and they do damage and they slow. That's basically the main purpose of my champion. I have another move that few attacks, and then I have to come out right there. It's a scout mechanism, which is very useful. You see right there, it just pinged because I shot it across the map and we found an enemy jungler. So then the rest of the team knows, hey, watch out for this area. Watch out in this area because the jungler's nearby. Another way jungler is wards. And they refresh every time you go to the pool pot right here. Okay, he got hooked again. Okay, we're gonna kill this guy. Pink. Oh. Yeah, we're getting stomped bottom right now. So I'm gonna ask her out. Ganks. So ganks are basically when the jungler or another lane comes in and tries to kill your lane. I'll get to my ultimate once I level it up. So you see how they killed me? I'm losing all this gold that my tower. I don't get any of this gold that my tower is killing. So this is then not only did he gain 300 gold from killing me, he's denying me gold from being in lane and farming it. This guy don't. Okay, so this is so. If your game starts off rough like this, it typically is rough the entire time unless the other people make mistakes. So this is not going to be a fun game for me to play. I'm going to obviously do my best, but so this guy is one of the most peskiest supports in the game because he has the ability that pulls. See, yeah. Oh yeah, here comes our mid. He's gonna gank him, and they're gonna secure the kill. So if that didn't happen, like a really fucked situation. That's not the tax. I mean, taxing is where you kill somebody's lane, and then you take some of their minions, so you get some gold. But generally, you tax if the person who ganks doesn't get the kill. That's more advanced. You don't really have to know too much about that. Yeah, so like I said, that guy is a fucking pest. He has the ability to just click, and it's a very fast animation. He pulls you directly into him, and then you fucked at that point. Like, there's not much you can do. You can still pull this line back, I think. Because, oh god, this guy's fucking good too. It's literally hitting every single one of these. Okay, so by the way, you say, okay, that's kind of unfair. We shouldn't be able to just pull you in every way. What I should be doing is standing behind the minions because if he hits a minion, um, he can't pull me. So I'm gonna hit a little more of these. And actually, I have enough health to stay here. Just have to be really careful because there's. So if you look at the scoreboard, I'll show you the scoreboard in a little bit. Okay, so that's dragon right there. I'll explain that in a bit. Okay, so dragon is spawns every 6 minutes. There's 4 different types of dragons that do individually do each different type of give you each of them give a different type of buff. And the jungler's job, or along with the whole team, is to. Okay, hold on, there's a fight going on. Oh my god, I should have healed. I look like shit because I'm talking, but it's all good. So the score is 11-5, which is still manageable. I picked up a kill right there, which is good. But Caitlyn, which is the enemy AD carry, I believe, picked up a kill as well, or is at least some assists. By the way, if you don't get the kill but you help with it, you get an assist, and that gives you half the gold of a kill. If 2 people assist, it gives you a fourth of the gold of a kill. Let me take a look at what's going on in the rest of the map. Yeah, so basically every lane is losing, which is not good. We have a couple lanes that have some life in us. Um, yeah, see, top he's the guy late into the game to like outscale everybody. He's not doing well. I'm not doing well. Oh, there's okay. Oh my god, this guy is fucking. Just sits in that bush and like this dude doesn't check it at all. I mean, I should check it too, but it's normally the support's job. So you can see if you look in my inventory right here, I'm starting to. Hold on. Killed him. Oh man, this is a rough game. I wish I had a closer game or a stomp to show you this. And of course, that guy just comes in and fucking kills me. Let me think. Okay, so I'm going towards this item right here. It gives attack speed, a little bit of damage, and it does a percentage of the person's health and damage that I'm attacking. So this guy right here, my support, the reason he's good is he can teleport anywhere on the map once he gets his ulti. His ulti teleports him to any of our champions and gives them a pretty massive shield, which is basically a save maneuver. My ulti is I don't want to pull it out of fear that I'll accidentally use it, but I shoot a giant arrow, and the farther the arrow goes, the longer it stuns the person. It also does damage, which is a carry. Typically, you don't see um, AD carries have utility like that, like stuns, and like this AD carry is not completely damage, high damage base. Like all my auto attacks slow, which no other AD carry does, which is why I output a little bit less damage. That guy's chasing me. They're gonna fucking kill me because this is a fucking stomp. Okay, so this is another thing that spawns on the map. The 420-minute this thing spawns, and it's called the Rift Herald. And if you kill it, you get it. And basically, you drop it in front of a tower, and it'll charge up for a bit and do a large amount of damage to a tower. And um, right, killing towers gives you gold. Um, I'll show you in the next game how turret plating works. Yeah, it's fucking frustrating. It's not easy to commentate when you're getting stomped. Like it's like you're getting fucking fucked from every which direction. So I'm gonna go up behind this dude and try to help him kill him with him. He doesn't see me, so we're not gonna do that. Okay. Over here. Basically, at this point, I'm so weak. What I'm trying to do is use my ult, which is that stun, to watch. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Oh my god, I'm really gonna kill him. Yeah, I'm just getting shit on. See, this is our late game carry, and he's actually picking it up and making some noise right now. Even though it's not close to late game, it's actually doing some damage. Oh yeah, get that motherfucker. There you go. Fight, fight. That's your boy right there. So as you see, the timers are up here. This is Baron. I haven't gotten to that yet. This is Dragon. Shit, they killed our dude. I can recover this. I'm gonna chill in the commentating for a little bit to see if game is hopeless or not. Maybe not. Okay, so we just secured Dragon. This Dragon gives us a little bit of health over time if we're not in combat. It's a useful dragon to have if you're trying to farm using a lot of mana, or you're getting poked out of lane. These guys are actually being super fucking nice for how bad I'm doing. Like, normally if you're doing this bad, you'll get a raid stack before you fix hit you. These guys are working together, not giving up. It's nice. Okay, I was about to go back, but this wave is right here, so I'm gonna farm this and then go back and build my first item. So much one here. Not completely out of this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is still a decently close game. It sucks because I'm a large reason of why we're fucking stuck in the ass, me and my partner. That's another thing, by playing bot lane, you rely on your partner a lot, so like, I could be playing perfectly and if he's fucking up. He didn't even ult. Are you fucking kidding me? He has an ult that makes him invulnerable for a few seconds. He didn't use it. I'm probably going over here to Baron. No, that's not. Yeah, see, that's my job to be all the way over there. But watch out. What they're trying to do right now is pick people off so that they can push more towers. I'll tell you the purpose of getting end game towers in just one sec. Come out one for us. Nope. It's not. Yeah, we're just getting fucking some. Okay, so basically, this is our last base tower or our base tower. So once they take that, they kill this right here, which is the inhibitor, and then these minions that spawn on their end become massive. They become much harder to kill. So it gives you the ability to control the map more and push. And the end goal is to kill these two towers and kill this, and then the game's over. See, they just took two of our inhibs, which basically means the game is extremely difficult to win because they'll take this, which is the Baron, and the Baron gives the minions even a larger buff of health and speed and makes it even easier to push. So basically, the goal of the game is to push and destroy the enemy's base. Still have a slight chance because we can clear these minions. We have Kale, a hyper carry I told you about. You can clear these minions with area of effect attack. Oh, also another more complicated mechanic of AD carrying is attack moving. So you see, I attack and then I move, I attack and then I move, I attack and I move. It's kind of a difficult technique to master in terms of everything that's involved in the game. Attack moving is probably one of the hardest things, and that's one of the staples of AD carrying. Yeah, our whole team is just playing like complete ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, we killed three of them and only lost one there. That's why everybody's backing so we can save the base. See, we're rushing to save the base. See how those cannon things? These are a cannon minion right there. They're normally this size. They're like ginormous now. That means they have a lot more health, attack, damage. See this? That's how big they are right now on their team because they have all those. They have those inhibitors down. Another thing about AD carry is you're the flimsiest character on the map. So if you don't do well in lane, you're just a target for everybody to just come after. And because they kill you, they get more gold. You're an easy target. You can hit a game-changing arrow if they let me. For the moment. We're actually doing decently well right here. Going back so I can defend our base. Okay, so we're actually making a comeback here. We got our inhibs back, if you can see right there. We killed 4 of them, so we have a chance to go get Baron. If we get Baron, we have a good chance of turning this game. And stops farming and comes. Okay, so we got 2 for 1 and we got the Baron. This is the start of a comeback. That I'm doing all that much, but I hit that arrow earlier that got us a jump on them. Okay. Making noise here. Comes the cavalry. Here comes my ult. Got their old carry. They pulled him into there. Yep, we're doing this. We could end the game right here, possibly. What the fuck is he doing? Yep, we did it. We fucking came back and won this. I'd say we had like a 5% chance of winning this. Boom. Damn, it is fucking hard to commentate and play at the same time. I'm gonna get flamed in the lobby. Alright, I'll do one more and keep explaining shit. I think I covered most of it. It's just hard to do it all in one go. Let me think of stuff I didn't cover. So items, there's different types of items. So items can give you for tanks. They can give you, or who you can buy. Anybody can buy whatever items. They can give you armor, which prevents physical damage. Magic resist, which prevents magic damage. They can give you utility plus other stats, which like could be like a heal, or it could remove a CC. A CC is a crowd controller, so like a stun or a snare or something. Um, there's critical strike for attack damage champions, which does a critical strike. Obviously, like it does 250% damage on strike, and these items here, I can do this well. Yeah, I'm gonna play a character I'm more comfortable with this time because that's fun people trying to tell me to play with this same time. No excuse. Jesus Christ, is trying to make me fuck up. Please don't do that to me. Somebody text me if you saw that comeback. Can't believe you did that. Okay, so these are the items. So these are starter items. These are items that are very basic. They give you minor stats at the beginning. There's potions and consumables. These are potions you take while you're in lane, so you don't have to run back to the fountain. These are trinkets. These are like I briefly mentioned, like um, wards or items that find wards so you can kill them. Those are basically the two. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same champ just because of what they picked so far. Oh my god, I support Garen. Fuck me. So this guy picked a tank as a support. That's not a support. No, no, no. He's switching to somebody. Never mind. Okay, so you have what the fuck is this? Is this League of Legends? I don't recognize half these. Oh, okay, these are, don't worry about that. These are basic items. These are basically the first items you're gonna buy when you go to lane. Your goal is to stay in lane long enough to buy one of these items. If not, you can buy a lesser item or a piece of that item. And but your goal is to buy one of these items that build into bigger items. Um, like um, as an AD carry, for example, one of the main items you're going to end up buying is the BF sword, which is a plus it just does plus 40 damage, but it builds into all these. I can't point to it, but if you look where it says builds, it builds into all these different um, items. So you're going to want to start cookie cutting by getting that item first. Um, and these are a list of all the items. Like I said, they can give you damage, they can slow, they can give you critical strike, they can. What else can they do? Armor, magic resist, of course, like I mentioned. They can give you health. They can. There's an item that if you die, you respawn with like 25% of your health, which is a main item for 80 carries. Um, yeah. Um, It's interesting. This item right here, it if you activate it, it gives you a huge burst of speed and you can charge into the enemy. This item right here, it's a support item. If your AD carry or your ally gets stunned, you just activate it and click on him, and it immediately removes that. This item does the same thing, but it's self casting. It's something an AD carry would buy. Uh, This item right here gives you cleave, meaning when you're hitting minions, all the minions around you take damage as well. It takes a while to get used to all the items that you can use, and that's aside the two things that make this game such a high learning curve is learning the items, how to use the items, when to use the items, and learning the champions and what champion does what. So you need to know which champion does what. So I'll do a better job of walking you through exactly what I'm actually doing in this game. Right now, I bought my initial items right here, which is a Doran Blade, which gives me 8 attack damage, 70 health, 80 health, and 3% life steal. Just a very basic item, as well as a health potion, which heals 150 health over 15 seconds. And what I'm doing right now is I'm going to the front of our river so I can scout to see if they're going to try to come in and try and get some kills on us before the game starts, which is pretty common if you have. Remember the guy from last game that could just hook anybody? He could just press a button and pull you into him. If you have champions like that, you can be looking to go around the back here or go through here and surprise the jungle and get a quick kill. First blood is worth 100 more than a normal kill, so it's very valuable. This guy is called Shaco. I'm Ash, by the way. That's the champion I'm using. This guy's called Shaco. He puts out these little boxes. If you're an enemy and you run into the boxes, they stun you periodically, and then they start attacking you like crazy, like you can see there. So he's a really good jungler because he can clear really fast. Of course, this dude is fucking not. I thought they were gonna switch, and I have a troll support now, so I'll probably be just playing to. I'll probably just be playing to. He's wondering. He wants to dance. Dance, baby, we'll dance. Alright, we'll make the ball here. Okay, so the fire guy right there, the pink guy you see, he deals fire damage. He's a mage. He has 3 different abilities that nuke you. Nuke meaning deal damage. One of them is a circle that does. I'll show you next time he casts it. It's a circle that after a split second it erupts. That right there, it erupts and it deals damage. And his other move is just a. He doesn't have to aim it. He has to be decently close, but he just clicks it, and it does damage as well. Not nearly as much damage as that circle move, obviously, because you want your moves down. See, like, look how hard these guys are poking you out again. Okay. And if that brand guy, once he hits level 3, if he lands all 3 of his spells, he gets another spell. He gets another spell that explodes after a little while, and it does a percentage of your health, which is huge. Which is why he's so deadly. And then basically this chick right here, she has a move that shoots an arrow at you, and outside of that, she's just a really long range AD carry. I'm gonna try to focus for a little bit here so y'all can see me win. Good stomp. Last one. I missed that. Knew that as soon as I fired it. This guy's coming up to me. As soon as I see him move up towards me, I want to back off because I know what he can do. This guy is taking the opposite approach because he saw him waste his spell, so he knows it's going to be about 7 seconds until he. Oh fuck! I walked right into that one. Okay. I'm not looking to die this game, so I'm gonna play it safe. Okay, this brand is not that great. So they're pushing us into the tower. You can see that makes us more likely to lose minions to the tower instead of last hitting, but it also makes them vulnerable to a gank, which is this guy. Which is this guy right here, farming the jungle. He could sneak up on them really easily because they're so far pushed up. Which is why I just pinged him so he knows. See the CS score? Yeah, see, so they're having a lot more pressure on us, which means it's harder for me to farm. This dude's up about 10 CS on me. No, he got a good trap on him. See that guy just walked up? That's called a gang. Oh, here's our guy. He's coming in. Oh my god, he just flagged and he fucked up. Just lagged as soon as he came up, so he just failed that game completely. So you see how that guy sometimes hits a minion and it dies? He's got a item that charges up over time, and every time it charges up, he can kill a minion in one hit, and he gives me health. It's kind of a support utility item, like I talked about before. Okay, so I have 1,500 gold. That's how much gold I really want. So I'm gonna back up and buy. He's gonna wait around and protect our tower. See, I have my 1,500 gold item right there, which, okay, sweet, we got first blood. I'm gonna wait 5 more seconds for a potion just in case. Oh, it looks like they killed bottom while I was away. Our jungler right there, he ganked, and he killed us. He killed the other dude. He's coming back. I think this is going to be a lot easier game to get better information on because we're probably going to be ahead. So yeah, this guy is a tank. He has 3 moves like everybody else. One of his moves is like you saw, he pulls his sword out and just starts charging at you. And if he hits you, um, silences you, and he does a decent amount of damage and slows you for a tiny second. See how we got a couple kills on them? It shifts our lane presence. Now we're the ones that are aggressive and we can control the lane more. I think not so much. It wasn't easy. See, this is why I want teammates so I can tell them, yo, I'm about to fucking ult, go. It's a free kill. So most people at this level are not able to recognize that. That's another one of his moves. He shoots a little bolt at me and shoots himself backwards, and he gets a critical strike. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's gonna kill me. I don't know what the fuck my teammate did. It's another gank. He's probably gonna kill this dude. He uses ult, which splits him into 2 people. Oh no, he got wrecked. Which is not good, which gives actually the jungle got it, so our lane is still decently even. They're ahead by a little bit. Do you see how I use my nuke to farm as well? Damn, they almost killed me there. Yeah, Yeah, so for an AD carry, this game is not fun. You do not have much. Like, a lot of people have stuns to get away, speed boosts, especially the AD carry I'm playing right here has nothing except that slow. So if anybody gets up close to me, I'm basically fucking dead. Still though, I'm not doing terrible. I'm down 15 CS and I am down 2 assists. And which is like, yeah, you're losing, but I have fucking troll as my support. Like, you gotta have a good support champion to. I'm not saying the player's bad. The guy the champion he picked was wrong. See, they're just bullying him. Oh God, I missed that. I failed super hard there. Really, really hard. I missed my ult. They're gonna take. Oh my God! See how bad this guy is? He missed his ult. Now that guy's gonna win. This guy's really sad. This is a fucking shit show. Jesus Christ. Complete shit show. And this fucking guy picking and support. Both my summoner spells to stay alive there. Pretty much going to just roll full stomp at this point. It honestly started off well. They started rotating, and then our comp was just not as good as their comp. Oh my god, dude, I'm just looking at the items that some of these guys are building, and this is like the most trolly shit I've seen. I thought it was out of this level. Well, we might have it come back again. Yeah, that guy says I do love when I get into my promos and get a care and support. That's just real, like, so this the one knack on this game is one person can, even if not just this guy chose bad, that's complete troll. One person just playing badly or not playing well can ruin the entire team, no matter how good the rest of the team is doing. See, I'm gonna start roaming, which means roaming around the map and trying to use my ult to get some kills for us. Because if it just goes away, it's going to not end well. Okay, so we got 2 kills right there. Bring us back a bit. We left my lane though to do that. They're gonna take the tower. Almost. Oh my god, these guys are playing so poorly. It's really sad. Like, We're so out of sync. We have 4 people here. Why would you just back off of them? I honestly don't understand these guys. Oh my god, when I fucking step down, it's really, I don't know. So managed to survive there by like a fucking 2 HP. I didn't end up that badly. Honestly, I think we have the better team to win. Like so, there's late game comps, early game comps, mid game comps. It's just what the time of the game you're stronger at. We have the late game comp. Like we have the late game. Oh my god. Yep, the team died for that. I'm gonna stick around here so I can arrow somebody even though I don't have that much health. God, see that guy can just like shoot across the map. That's what he just did to me. They just killed him. Okay, not bad. Our guy, our mage is building fucking tank. I don't understand. Hey, let's go double kill there. It's so bad. It's so bad. Jesus Christ, I'm getting targeted from every which way. And like other shit, dude. This dude's the worst guy I've ever fucking seen in my life. I can't believe he's on my team. That's what they're saying right now. Like, this dude should not have put Garen support. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. If we pull off another comeback like we did last game, I'm gonna shit myself. Okay, so it's a pickoff, which makes it a 4-on-5. That's what we want. We have two lanes pushing if you look at the mini map. So we have to worry about those while we deal with these. Force the die instead of just turtling. Lost most of our base, but it should be coming back soon. so we kill that dude. Now we gotta rush back to our base. Oh god, they're gonna end it. We can get there. We actually got back there. Now we lost. It's gonna kill our base. Yeah, it's a rough one. Like when somebody picks the wrong position, it just fucks the whole game. Hello?
Yeah, Sanjay,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Nothing.
Did you eat?
Huh?
Did you eat?
No, not yet.
You were playing
Yeah.
games
Yeah.
since morning.
Yeah, one thing about these games, the losses hit hard as fuck. Look at that, I lost 19 LP. Okay, maybe I can show y'all a fun one. Because recently it's just been getting crushed. I'm gonna match up to whatever support I get. And hopefully give us a nice match. I'm actually gonna make a coffee real quick. All right. Let me see. Can y'all still hear me? Hello, hello. Okay. Yeah. So I thought about it for a bit, and yeah, those are really uninteresting games to watch. Unfortunately, having showing y'all for the first time. Um, the reason being, here's the analogy. So, say you're in a gang fight or just a fight, two groups, and uh, one group is getting their ass kicked, but they're still, hanging in there. Being the AD carry in that situation is like being the scrawny little kid who can't really do shit, but watch and hope that somebody else saves his ass at the end of the day until he can take steroids and somehow come out on top, or like he finds a knife or something. It's just when you're the AD carry and your team is losing heavy, you're not just on the losing team, you're the weakest guy on the losing team. So hopefully, I know we won that comeback, but I got carried there pretty much. So hopefully we can see. I'm going to play a more aggressive and fun to play, fun to watch character this time. Oh man, he's playing Brown. Okay. So this time we have more synergy. I have an actual support. He's going to play Soraka, which is a healer. So it gives me a lot of room to trade with them, attack them, and then just retreat a little bit and get healed back up. You'll be with your Porsche, and I be with my horse. think I've covered everything about the game outside of what each individual character does. Um, there's a couple minor things, like in the jungle, if you kill the blue buff, it gives you mana regen. If you kill the red buff, it gives you slow on and burn on your attack. Um, oh, right. So you see these little circles here? This guy, you have runes and masteries, which are basically how you build your champion. I'm not going to go too much into that. There's a little bit of variation, but generally people do what um, the pros do, or with, like I said, a slight amount of variation. If we actually start playing this, then I'll go more in depth in that. All right, come on, easy win. I want to show them a good game. Oh, lagging a bit. Yeah, I am lagging because of the stream, so after this game I'll probably take it down, but whenever y'all want to watch me, I don't mind powering through. Hopefully I can give y'all a good game to watch here. So I can go over the lane match real quick. So this guy, who's my ally, he has a heal. He has a circular thing he puts on the floor that silences, meaning you can't cast spells. And if they stand in it for too long, it roots them. That means they can't move. Then he has this little circular thing that drops from the sky that does damage. This guy has this long range. Their AD carry has a long range jump. He has a bomb he puts on me that each time he hits it, it gets closer and closer to detonating. When it detonates, it does a good amount of damage. Then he has a move that speeds up his attack immensely. This guy has a charge, where he runs at me, and he runs at me, and if he gets to me and attacks me, he flips me over his back. Oh, whoa. Okay, no, never mind. We're dealing with the fire guy again. They switched lanes. So, yeah, you know what that fire guy does. He's a fucking pest. He's regarded as one of him and that hooking guy are regarded as two of the most annoying supports to play against. Yeah, I'm a lot. So I just started playing that other guy today. The one I've been playing. I had played him a couple, like a year ago or 2 years ago, but I'm not super fluid with him. I'm a lot more fluid with this guy right here. I missed that. So also those cannon minions give a lot more gold than the normal minions. So you want to hit all of those. I I should be training a little more and doing some damage. I killed him. Kill this bastard too. There we go, double kill. Even though the support got the kill. You know, he's gonna heal me up. Like nothing ever happened. Actually, when he heals me though, he loses HP, and he has one of his nukes. If he hits champions, gives him HP back. So that's kind of his mechanic. But it doesn't matter too much because we're gonna kill these and go back and get items. Oh, so you have 1355. That's just enough for me to get my item I need. Who wants to dance? Oh god, okay, so I killed him and he killed me, but he's a support and I'm a carry, so it's definitely worth it. I'll take that. Oh, he says I'm on fire. So see, there's a mechanic to killing these minions under the tower. It does like a certain amount of damage, and you normally, if it hits it once, your next shot is with the right items. Oh Jesus Christ, who's gonna kill me? I fucked up there. Two guys just reunited. Apparently, they know each other or some shit from like years ago. You never know what happens in League of Legends. Oh god, what I do flash. Never caught. Okay, so we're doing decently well, but the rest of our team is not, so I need to focus. We're getting cocky. Fuck up there. Really badly. I took a bunch of trade damage. Touching them. Oh, he's about to get out fucking played. Okay, I killed him. That's a pretty big outplay considering he flashed onto me. Soraka had gotten there like a split second sooner, I would have killed both of them. Oh, my boots. Oh, I forgot to mention, boots are another thing. They give you movement speed, another item class. Raka keeps getting solo killed, which is not good. They're not going to kill us. Got him. Gotcha, bitch. Get back off and heal. Get my item. So this item right here, the first item I'm getting, it does 60 damage, 30 attack speed, and see this thing that charges up? It charges up when I move and I attack, and when it hits 100, which is about every 8 seconds, it's going to give me an attack that slows them and does 65 magic damage. Which is really useful. Now watch what we're about to do to this motherfucker. Because I have my ult, it jumps onto people, so I can just raid this dude because I counter him completely. His special move is that he can jump really far away. I can follow him. Oh god. He's dead. He's dead, right? Thank you. I didn't expect his teammate to be there. He hit me with a full combo. Alright, I need to focus because I really don't want to get demoted and I want to climb into gold by tomorrow. Oh, by the way, if there's no board in that bush, in these bushes to my right, right here, um, you can't see anybody in there. That's how that dude was able to sneak up on you. Okay, so they're going for drag, so we're going to converge on him. Did it already. I don't know where our team was. And watch out, this Andy's coming down as fast. Okay. I'm not gonna go for that. I don't want to dive under the tower. Okay, so you see these little lines on top of the tower before 14 minutes. If you kill one of them, you get extra gold. So it's incentive to do well early in the game. So that's what we're gonna do right now. You're gonna see, since there's two of us, it's gonna split it into 80 gold each. See, paraplaning with falls soon, that means it's going down. Oh, by the way, her ultimate, Soraka, my teammate, it heals the whole team for like a good amount of damage. It's a really nice ultimate. She's basically the heal master. Holy shit, I almost got away. No, almost fucking juked them. Okay. Jesus. Buy my items. I got 2,000 gold, which is a lot. So what I did was I attacked this dude who had me cornered back there, but I attacked the other guy, which applied a stack of plasma to him, which allowed me to ult in front of him. So I kind of dashed in front of him and almost got away, but he had too much attack power because he was ulted. Let's see. I have 7 kills. Their Brand has 4. Their Annie has 3. Holy shit, their Bowie has 6. Okay. This is going to be a difficult game. I didn't realize we were losing this hard. Okay. This is fucking tight. You pop that here, you fucking moron. Okay, so this is the Rift Herald, the Tower Crusher. You'll see what it does here in a second. Go up here and charge up. And dash into this thing. You see how much damage it to that tower. Okay. He killed him. Good shit. Coming back. Come with us, you fuck. That's why you don't like CLO. People don't know what to do. Okay, coming back up. Yeah, we should have backed off sooner than that. That was my fault. Got way more gold than this fool though. I'm at 20 CS. I'm like 2 items above him, which is a lot. Item and a half, we'll say. So by the way, my Q. Okay, hold on. Try this. This fucking dude up top is just fucking retarded. Chop me, I killed two of them now. Turn item. My god, this is trying to fucking kill. Oh my god! Fucking wasn't aggressive enough on that. I killed him, but he killed me too. Cool, that was a good kill. We need our team up. It's our team up. We need to do well. First one is. Oh my god. Dude can like kill all of us. It's fucking ridiculous. It's a clown fiesta. That guy and kill him. Take the shit to that huge bear because he's so fucking fed. Fast too, so we gotta break. We're going for Baron. Yes, that was a huge game turner. So we got Baron, which gives us 300 gold each. It gives us a buff that pushes the minions, and we kill that dude. He was trying to steal it. That's why he was standing over there. That guy is so bad. I don't know what he's doing. Kill that dude. Okay, so he jumped on me to assassinate me. I got him low enough to like die. Guy's literally just killing me. He has a combo that does a burst amount of damage, and he's just doing that to me every single time he sees me. Extremely frustrating. Yes, I got him. Yep, we're turning this game right here. It's so slow. Yeah, I'm so bad at this game. So I'm gonna finish off my build with some magic resist. What is he doing? I don't know what the fuck that was. called a throw when they do something stupid that makes you the game chip in the other direction. That's definitely a throw. So backing off, creating it the Baron again, it respawns every 7 or 8 minutes or something like that. We got them right, so they have to forfeit it to us. Oh god, I just fucked up. God, these guys are trying so hard to throw this. Oh my god, this team is a god. Yeah, I have floating there. Shouldn't have done that. shit. I did it right there. Try to get it done. One, holy shit, that was crazy. Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming.